welcome to World Breakers. And tonight we are doing Evan's little solo mission. So, Evan, what happened last time?
Um, if I'm not confusing sessions, then last time we met up with Mina Lee at the journalism building and tried to investigate old unpublished reports from a bunch of different incidents at the school that had been censored by either the principal of the school or somebody else that was on the faculty staff. So the just anything negative about the school that had been covered up so that people wouldn't hear about it. And then we'd also talked to one of the old members of the team and apparently and a few other people, and apparently none of them knew about the incident with last year's team all dying. So there's like a really big cover up going on at the school that we uncovered.
That is correct. Um, so, you also were told to study, and you spent about 3 weeks, going to class, studying, going to work, going to your your club meeting, and there have been no incidences um, with you or any of the people in your group. There's not been a single report of any goo or people getting attacked. Nothing happening. Um, the night before the exam, Torin actually stays up with you in the library and tries to help you cram for your test. And it is now the next morning. Torin came, woke you up, it's like, hey, it's almost time for you to take your test. Don't fall back asleep. But you did spend the
Oh,
night in the library. And after that, Torin sort of walks off and's like, good luck, bud, and goes to take his test.
oh man. Okay, I guess I get ready and then head to my first test class.
Okay. Uh, you you get ready, easy peasy. I mean, you slept in the library, so you're dressed. It's just if
Yeah.
you want to grab a breakfast or not.
I think maybe grab breakfast and then stop by my dorm, brush my teeth and all that jazz, and then head out.
Yeah,
Don't want to be
easy enough.
sneaky.
Easy enough. Yeah, you go ahead and freshen yourself up. Um, when you walk into the classroom, you notice that there's no one else in the classroom with you other than Veraldo, which is the dry-eyed teacher uh, that that you've previously seen as she was a replacement for um, the original professor or the other professor who passed away. She was,
Oh man,
she
I
was
think this is nightmare. Oh, you go, you go.
yeah. Evan, welcome. Uh,
Hi.
are you ready for your
Am,
test?
yeah, am I in the wrong room?
Nope.
Where is
Your
everyone else?
your test is done alone.
Oh, that's freaky.
If you could
Okay.
stand in the center of the room.
Okay.
And while you're going in here, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Okay, I got a 15.
15. You see that in the center of the room, there is a big tarp laid down, covering most of the floor.
All right. I feel like that's either there's a trap door or it's a magic rug. One of the two.
um, So yeah, she says, please step in the center of the room.
Okay, I think that Evan does so. The center of the room's on top of the rug, right?
Yeah, it's a big tarp.
Great, great.
It's very Dexter in here.
Oh, great. Totally not gonna get murdered. Sick. I love finals week.
Oh yeah. 1 second. All right. So, Evan, you'll be asked 5 questions.
Okay.
Just for you, for knowledge purposes on how this is going to work, I am going to ask you a question, and you can try to answer with your own knowledge, or if you do not know off the top of your head, then you can roll a history or a uh, nature check. And because of your extracurriculars being Dead Language Society, you get a D4 that you can add to either an athletics or a history check, but
Okay.
you only get one per long rest.
Okay.
And due to your studying sessions, um, you have earned you 2 rerolls. So if you fail, you can try again.
1d4 in history for the day, and then 2 rerolls. Heard. And then are
Mm-hmm.
the questions, uh are they true false, multiple choice,
Yes.
open-ended, multiple
Yes.
choice?
All of it.
Okay. Score.
Yeah. So your first question will be true or false? Slotty are aberrations known for their regenerative abilities and magic resistance.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll that history. I got a 13.
13. You know that this is true.
Okay. True, for sure. Yeah.
Correct. She goes
I
out
mean,
and
who
she goes behind her desk and brings out a bucket and places it in front of you. And this bucket has a liquid inside of it.
Oh, ew.
Hmm.
Can I ask about the bucket before we move on with the quiz?
You may not. Number 2.
Okay.
All slotty are dangerous and unpredictable, but which 2 are the least powerful? A. Red and blue. B. Green and gray. C. Green and blue. Or D. Red and death.
Can I ask a question about the question?
Yeah.
Is death supposed to be a color?
No. It's the name of
Okay.
it's the name of one of the slots.
Kind of felt like the rest were named after colors, and then that one's just named after the concept of dying.
Correct.
No, one of those things. I'll go ahead and roll now.
Okay.
I got a dirty 21.
Okay. You know that um do, 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 it is going to be I lost my spot. Red and blue are the least powerful because they do not cast spells. So A.
It would have been okay. So yeah, okay, A. It would have been kind of funny though if death was like weak, you know.
Yeah. So she says correct, goes behind her desk and gets a second bucket and places it to the left of you.
Is this like a Gatorade celebration at the end of a sport game? where they dump it on the coach. Like the more answers I get right, the more you pour on my head at the end.
Maybe. You'll see.
Okay. All right. Question 3.
It's okay. Max was freaking out at this point, too. Uh,
Yeah.
which slotty can shapeshift into small or medium humanoids? A. Green, gray, and red. B. Green, gray, and death. Or C. Green, gray, and blue. Or there's D. No slotty have this ability.
It's either B or D because red and blue can't cast spells, therefore they can't transform. Gonna go ahead and roll. I'm gonna use one of my re-rolls on that
Okay.
because I didn't do great. So now I'm down to one re-roll. Okay, I got a 13.
That will be enough. Uh, it is green, gray, and death. So the answer is B.
Yes. Is there another bucket?
There is. She goes behind her
Okay.
desk and gets another bucket out and puts it to the right
You
of
know, I
you.
kind of always thought teachers kept papers back there. Turns out it's just buckets.
She just gives you a smirk and just goes, Death slotty are rumored to have a stench so bad it can be deadly. In reality, they cast a spell. Which spell do they cast? Cloud Kill, Tasha's Caustic Brew, Contagion, or Bestow Curse?
Not bestow curse. Uh, go ahead and roll. Ah, that one was a natural one, so I'm definitely going to use my last re-roll on that. 0 re-rolls. Here we go. Okay, I got an 18.
18, that will be enough. It's Cloud Kill.
Okay. Another bucket.
Yep. She
If
brings
I
out
get the
a.
last,
Yeah, she
if
brings
I get the
out.
last one right, does she just bring out a straw
uh,
or a cup?
she puts a bucket behind you full of liquid.
Great.
She goes,
Love this.
Which slotty usually wields a staff and can cast the spell Fireball? Red, blue, death, or green?
It's either death or green. Oh, gonna go ahead and roll. Ah, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna add that D4 in history. Okay, I got a 12.
That's just barely enough. The DC is 12. Um,
Yes.
that's the green slot.
I got a 5, baby.
She's correct. Evan, you have completed the oral part of your exam.
Ah! I thought it was only the questions. What a fool. What a fool I am.
In these buckets are representations. And now that you're like paying attention to the buckets, like you've been acknowledging them, but not to an extent as you are now. Each bucket inside it is a different color. There is a red goo, a green goo, a gray goo, and a blue goo. She goes, Inside each of these buckets are representations of the sloths that you would be facing out in the wild. Show me how you would handle an interaction with a sloth. And as she does say this, she begins to swirl her hands, and the liquids swirl all around you, turning into sloths. Roll initiative.
Now it kind of feels like the whole first part was a trap. Okay.
It's that time
Uh,
again. Roll for initiative.
I rolled a 9.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. What'd we get? 9 for you. And a. Cool, cool, cool. She's going to go first. The sloths all form they're in like a gooish form. Uh, they look like jello versions of sloths. So they're not actual sloths. Um, but the blue one is going to try to get you.
Okay.
It's gonna swing its little claws at you. Let's see. It's an 18 hit.
An 18 does it.
Alrighty. It's not rolling. Rude. There it goes. It told me that I was not in the server.
Oh.
You
Huh.
you take 6 points of damage,
Oh. Okay.
and it is now your turn.
Alrighty. Can I ask which one's closest to me? Like, are
They're
they
they're like
like
spinning around you.
okay? Um, and there's a green one, a blue one, a red one, and a gray one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll target the gray one, with my short sword.
Okay.
And short swords, you use strength for that, right? Or is it dex? Hold on,
You
let me
can
Google.
use because you're a rogue. You can use Dex if you'd like because it's a
Okay.
finesse weapon. Yeah.
Alrighty. So to hit, does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit. Yes.
Yes. So okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and 1d6. That is, and then it's your what you roll plus dexterity in that
Mm-hmm.
case, right?
Yes.
Okay. I was about to say 1 point, and then I was like, no, that's not right. 4 points of damage.
Okay. You you did the gray one, right?
Yes.
You slice through the gray one, and it sort of body separates and then reattaches to itself.
So it doesn't do piercing damage?
Well,
Cool, cool.
it does slicing or piercing, slashing or piercing for a short sword.
Oh, but it didn't take it down.
It didn't take it all the way down, no.
Okay. I thought you were saying like, oh, your damage type didn't work, and I was like, oh, I'm
No,
fucked.
no, it worked. It's just they have
It's still
regenerative
standing.
properties.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, then I will use bonus action disengage
Mm-hmm.
and then just try and survive.
Okay. So you are you running away to where?
I'm just getting out of the direct vicinity of like probably back towards the middle, I think, just not face to face with the gray one anymore.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. The red slotty is going to run up to you and try to use its claw to implant an egg into you.
Uh-uh.
So let's see. What have we got here?
I say stop, don't do that.
That is an effective term, and all the slots go home.
Okay,
just
you passed.
kidding.
Oh
Does a 13 hit?
no.
Okay. It tries to slice at you with its giant claw, but you back up and like use the flat end of your blade to like push the claw back.
Oh,
Okay, it's your turn.
fuck off. Sorry, my turn again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank God. Oh my gosh. I really thought it was going to be like all of them and then me once and then all of them and then me one time.
Oh no,
Oh, okay.
it's because she's controlling these blobs, so she only gets one
Okay.
turn.
Okay. Okay. That's a lot better. Thank God. I think I'm going to target the gray one again then.
Okay,
Does a dirty 20 hit?
that will hit.
Yeah. Okay. I hit it for 7 points of damage.
Alrighty. You you slice the gray slod blob, and it dissipates, and the water sort of goes back into its bucket.
Oh yeah. Kind of
The
hoping that since it's supposed to be the death one, that was the strongest one and the rest will be weaker.
mm-hmm. uh,
Really hoping.
the green one is now going to attack you with a fireball. So that's going to be a
No.
dex save.
Okay. And I'm proficient in Dex, so that is a 15.
Mm-hmm. That will save. So you'll take half damage. Wait a minute. That's not right. Okay. So 18 points of damage. Which
I'm down.
means you're down.
Yep. I have 13 hit points total.
Mm-hmm. You are woken up to a potion down your throat. Glug glug.
Oh, did I pass?
And you get max HP back, so you're back to full health.
Oh, slay.
I rolled really well. Um, for
Unfortunately.
Geralda helps you up. Evan, I am sorry. You did not pass the practical of your exam. Which
But
means which means you will be able to continue class, but you will not be able to go out to the field until you can pass a practical.
okay. But okay, do I get partial credit for taking down the strongest one?
It you have partial credit because you succeeded on the oral part of the exam, and you did last a little bit.
I mean, for a rogue, I think I did pretty well. Just putting it out there, not exactly the sturdiest area of study.
You probably would have done better had you shown up to class.
I don't. Okay, so did we practice fighting monsters in class though? I don't probably. I think that,
We
you know,
we did take creatures apart and discover their weaknesses.
hmm, that's an interesting. I don't know, it just kind of seems to me like since I aced the oral that I like I what does it take to retake a class? Like the what do I need to do to retake the practical?
You you can retake the practical after you take the required classes. Basically, you just got put in remedial classes.
Oh, no way.
You got to do special training to take care of this guy.
Oh, no, that blows.
Now, Evan, if you please continue on with your day.
I fought a dire wolf in one. Are you kidding me?
I'm sorry, I
I
can't.
lost.
I
I
can't.
lost to buckets.
Yes,
Ah,
you lost to buckets. I'm sorry, you can't go out into the field until you pass a practical, and you cannot retake the practical until you take the classes associated with it.
how long does it take the remedial classes? Like a week, 2 weeks?
It's essentially 3 classes.
Uh, in person, or can I just kind of do the coursework and submit it and then tap out?
Essentially, over the course of today and the next like actual session that you're here, that'll be like you have done your remedial classes.
Okay. And then follow-up question, next time I show up to the practical, can I bring health potions for myself to use?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. All right. I won't fail again. I'm gonna kill all these bastards. I will. I'll beat your buckets. I'll take care of it.
Very well. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
You you leave the classroom a little defeated. I mean, more than a little defeated, but your
Yeah,
ego
I
also
think
taking a hit.
I think Evan goes into the closest bathroom and screams for a little bit
Uh,
before leaving again.
Drasimir comes in. Everything okay in here?
I got beaten by buckets, slime.
It happens to the best of us.
No. No, I think I'm probably the only one of my friends who failed. They all have like they're all like twice as durable as I am, I think. God. Oh, this is embarrassing.
Drasimir will come in and like put his hand on your shoulder. It's all right. I did not pass my practical the first time either.
How? How are the buckets so hard? Why would she do that?
It's sometimes it's okay to run away. Sometimes it's okay to go get help.
I should have left class, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
You don't always have to fight what's in front of you. Fighting everything you see can get you killed. Sometimes fighting it, you win, and sometimes running away to get help can make all the difference.
Yeah, I guess I'm just used to having backup all the time. I can't remember the last time I fought something alone was. Dang. All right. Well, thank you for the pep talk. It helps actually a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next time, maybe not scream in the library bathroom.
Okay, it's the bathroom. I can do what I want in here. There's a lock for a reason. I think this is the one place in the library that I'm allowed to scream if I need to.
You could always scream outside.
It's too far away. I needed to get my emotions out now.
Very well.
Thanks.
He leaves the bathroom and goes back to work. Is there anything um, that Evan would do today as on your schedule? You have basically you have another class and you have a work shift.
I think that Evan's gonna go. Is there like a store on campus at all?
Yeah, there's like a general store. There's like a clothing store. It just depends on what's. If you're going really specific, it may not be there. It'll be something you have to like order or talk to a higher up to get it shipped to you.
Evan is looking for 10 gold pieces worth of healing potions.
Um, healing potion. The cheapest of the cheap healing potion are 50 gold.
Frick! And I don't have my paycheck for my job yet.
You do have three paychecks. So from the last session, you did 3 weeks worth of work. Every week you get paid 5 gold, so you have another 15 gold on you.
Oh no. Okay, I think that is there a potions class?
There is a potions class, yeah.
Could I go there and see if maybe one of the upperclassmen would make me a healing potion for cheap?
Sure. Um. All right. You're gonna do an insight check when you get. So you made your way to where the potions class is over in on the Witherbloom campus, and
Okay.
you are going to do an insight check to see if you can kind of clock somebody who would uh, make something for you, like on the sly.
Okay. Let me see. I got a modded 21.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Most of the people in this class look as if they could be convinced to do it. However, there is one person. It's a gnome. You can't tell if they're male or female. They have like a relatively long hair, but they're wearing very baggy clothes. Like all their clothes are too big for them, as if they're wearing like dwarf size clothes. So you
Hmm.
can't. There's no way to like tell if they're male or female. They just have red frizzy hair. It's kind of like shoulder length, unkept, and they've got like a utility belt that's just got potions all around them. And they currently have like a set of like goggles on.
Okay, so they mean business.
Yeah.
This is a potion master. Okay, I think I approach them for sure.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Evan. I was just kind of wondering, I this isn't really my area of expertise, but I'm sure there's a lot of brilliant people here who kind of know what it would do take to make a healing potion, and I can't pay full price for a traditional one, but I've got 30 gold pieces. Do you know if anyone would be willing to do an exchange around here at all?
30 gold pieces, you say?
Yep.
I'll do it. You just want a healing potion?
Yeah, I want I'm trying to do the goo bucket. I'm trying to pass that test right now, and I just came back and failed from it, and I'm not exactly durable, so I need as much advantage for the next time I take the practical as I can get.
Interesting. You couldn't handle goo.
Not the first time around, but I mean, well, they were goo in the form of monsters, you know.
Right.
I mean, it's
When do you need this potion?
2 3 weeks.
I can do that. Gold up front.
Okay, here you go.
You set the
Brain.
gold in their hand. They take and they count every single piece.
drain my bank account real quick.
Is there anything else you need? Evan, you said?
Um, Evan, yeah, nice to meet you. What was your name?
Ah, my name's Dex.
Dex, nice to meet you. Are you is this your focus area as potions?
One of many.
Ooh, I like it. Jack of all trades. Cool.
No, I'm
Oh, yeah.
Dex.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Dex. Dex of all trades. But
Yeah,
yeah, I just the just this one potion for now. But if any of my friends need any potions, I'll is it okay if I send them your way? Are you like
sure.
interested in it? Okay,
I
cool.
like
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm a people's
My kind of
person.
person. Sick. Well, it was nice doing business with you, Dex. When should I come and pick up when do you think it'll be ready?
Mm, give me 3 days.
Oh wow, you're fast.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'll be back in 3 days then. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Bye. And then I think Evan waves his way away.
he just you see him pull out two like of the long test tubes and pours them into a beaker, and you see a puff of smoke go, and you hear the teacher, Dex, what are you doing? No, no. And then as soon as you like close the door, you hear boom.
Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna choose not to worry about that.
Okay.
Definitely worth worrying about. Gonna choose not to.
You can go to class. You got a shift in a little, like a work shift in a little bit. But is there anything else you would like to do?
Um, I don't think so. I think that apparently going to class helps you kill goo monsters, so I'm gonna be making sure to go there now.
Okay. Um, so your next class is beginning to Inkomancy, which is on the Silver Quill campus. Um, and your professor of that class, 23, where's, is named Niels, uh, Nils, Niels. They are a human, and their deposition is sort of like optimistic. He seems to like really strive for all of his students' greatness. So like he's always kind of like talking you up when you're here, and you've been here a couple of times. It's a decent class. Um, Basically, this class helps you as a rogue. This would help you with forgeries or copying spells and things like that. Learning the magic in ink and paper, and learning how to spot the difference between just regular parchment or like wizard paper, so that if you're out looking for things and getting a little handsy with items, you know what is valuable and what is not. Uh, Things like that.
Okay.
While here, um, Professor Niels is walking around, and everyone has a quill on their desk that is it's sitting in like a little thing of ink. And he goes, okay, so those of you who are magically inclined, we are going to enchant these quills. And he begins to describe how to enchant the quills. Uh, and as he does, you see, your classmates who are like wizards and things like that start to get their quills to start writing on their own. And he looks to you and goes, Evan, you are not arcane in nature, but you can tell what is written with magic versus what is not. And he hands you two pieces of parchment. They both say the same thing, which is basically beginning to incomancy. Um, and they look identical. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your investigation skill to investigate to see which one was written with regular ink and which one was written with the enchanted quill.
Okay.
So you can do investigation, which is a part of your rogue ability, or you can use arcana to check which has the arcane signature or aura. It's up to you.
Okay. So if I'm proficient in intelligence but not investigation, do I just get
You
just
just get the investigation. You wouldn't get
okay?
the proficiency if you're not proficient in it.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to double check. Okay. Alrighty then. Ugh. I think Evan smells the paper and like runs his finger over the ink to see if it's like dry or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like holds it up to the light. Just all of these like menial tests that like ultimately won't help worth a shit.
Mm-hmm.
um. Alrighty. So go ahead and roll. That is a dirty 21.
21. You do discover that one was indeed written with a magical quill, and the other was just written with regular ink and paper. Um, because the regular one is still a little bit damp versus the magic one, which is completely dry and looks as if the ink has embedded itself in the paper, whereas the regular one looks like it's the ink is sitting on top of the parchment.
Got it.
You know how when you use paint and you can like peel it off?
Yeah, yeah, that's like normal ink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, boom, professor. Got it. Nailed it in one. Booyah.
Good job, Evan. I knew you could do it.
Thanks, professor. You know, I failed my practical earlier today, but this is a good height moment, you know. Feeling a little bit better about my abilities.
Well, you should always feel good about your abilities, Evan. You are a great student and very well learned. And like
Aw.
as you're having this conversation, you hear, oh no, oh no, 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 oh no, 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 no. And you see that one of the enchanted quills is flying on its own and chasing a student.
See, that's why I don't mess with magic.
Mm-hmm. You see a couple other students are also like trying to get the quill to stop chasing the original student, and it has just been absolute chaos before uh, Professor Niels steps in and basically dispels the quill.
I'm gonna guess that one was enchanted, professor. See what I did there?
Yes, I do see what you did there, Evan.
It was the test again.
Mm-hmm. And
It was a
with
callback.
and he picks up a stack of papers and just puts them on your desk to just for you to go through to figure out which ones were done by Enchanted Ink and which ones were not. It's about
Oh,
50 pages.
oh. It wasn't just a one and done?
No.
Oh, one sec, let me go get 50 dice.
Um, Alrighty. So for the rest of your class, you essentially go through and figure out which ones are enchanted and which ones weren't. Go ahead and roll a percentile die.
Let me go hunt mine down because I put it somewhere funny. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah. So what you're gonna do is gonna roll the D100 and the D10 together,
Okay.
and the one with the two numbers is gonna be your tens place, and the one with the single number is gonna be your ones place. So if you roll a 40 on one and then a 6 on the other, it'll be a 46.
Okay. So the D100 and the D10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'll do the D100 first.
Okay.
Da-da-da. Rolly, rolly, roll. I got a 22. And
Okay.
then on the 10-sided dice, I got a 60.
What? How is that
Sorry,
possible?
a 6. My bad. 6.
Okay, so a 20 and a 6, so 26.
Yes.
Okay. So out of the 50 papers, you're able to identify 26 enchanted um, pages. Do, do, do. Okay, interesting. Um, Professor Niels comes over to you. Very well. Interesting, but well done. And he sort of like gives you a tousle of your hair. Class
What do you mean?
dismiss.
What do you mean by interesting?
We'll discuss it later. You may stay after class
Oh,
if you'd like.
yeah, I'll do
Uh,
that.
all the other students leave, um, and he pulls you aside and he goes, "Evan, I'm sorry to tell you this. I didn't want to say in front of the other students because I didn't want to embarrass you. Um, but there was only 6 enchanted papers in the stack,
Oh,
and
are you
you did correctly identify those 6.
are
Um,
you sure?
I am sure.
By enchanting, you didn't happen to me that they just like tickled my fancy, did you?
No,
Because I assure you, all 26 of those pages I thought were wonderful.
Dad, I am glad that you
I was
believe them
personally,
to be wonderful. However,
personally, yeah, I was personally enchanted, you know?
it's okay, Evan. You'll get
Oh.
there. You'll get there. I just need you to understand that you have to know exactly what you're looking for and then look for that thing. You cannot be distracted by your own enchantments.
Is it because I skipped class when I tried to become a cop?
That and he sort
You
of
know, I
like
swear.
takes his thumb and his like four fingers and just on the side of his temples. Evan, everyone has their own path. You are here in Strixhaven to become learned, to know the value of the magic and the arcane, to know the difference between the divine, the arcane, and then the natural magic of this world, to know artifacts and their significance on history and culture, If you choose to be a magical cop, that is your path that you can choose.
I didn't want to. I just wanted to do it so that my friends wouldn't get attacked. It's a whole. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Never mind. Sorry, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, Professor. I've had a busy semester.
I understand. But what you should know is that if you choose this path, the path of the scholar, you must commit to it. You could be the best. What is it you truly want to do, Evan? Do you want to discover artifacts that no one has ever seen? Do you want to help humanity and save the world? Or would you like something a little less active? Maybe write poetry or something artistic. Only you can decide these things, but once you decide them, you must really follow through.
I mean, I just want to sneak behind enemy lines and like steal their shit and wreck house. I want to be a frontliner, but I couldn't even. I lost to buckets of goo this morning.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well, you can sneak behind enemy lines and steal their things. You can do those things. And you can do them legally. But you have to know what is valuable first. And that's where you learn it. It's right here. Right here with me, I can help you, and as well as the other professors.
Eh, some of the other, not all of, some of them are. I can't talk about it, but yes, I agree. Thank you, Professor. I thank you so much. That does help.
You're welcome. And here, take this with you. And he hands you another stack of 50 papers.
I'll guard them with my life.
Just do the assignment. Find the magic.
Okay, I'll find the magic. I pinky promise, Professor. I'll get it. I'll do it perfect this time. I swear.
Good. Now go on. I have other classes to teach.
All right. Thanks, Professor Nils. Have a good day.
You too.
Alrighty.
Is Evan okay?
Yeah, I think Evan's just like, oh gosh. Evan's just like, in practicality, been able to like fight, and he snuck past the people in the journalism department and everything, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm super confident in my abilities. Like I'm like out here, I'm doing things with my friends, and I'm I'm doing the thing that I want to do, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, now get tested on it. And it's like, oh, you failed both times. It's like, oh no. It's like once he gets into the classroom, it all crumbles to pieces.
Evan's naturally talented but gets test anxiety.
Yeah, he's just like testing so poorly, and it's like, oh gosh, oh no, is it a fluke?
The
But
last
yeah,
the last part of your day is you sort of I'm assuming you just take your papers back to your dorm so that you have them for later before
yeah,
you go to work. And Josimir is there and he goes, "Ah, Evan, you're here for your shift, I believe."
yes, I am.
Good, good. Um I have several books for you to stock.
Will do.
And you go and you go into the room where like they catalog the books for like whenever they're returned in, and every um every single one of the carts, like the willable carts, are full of books.
Oh, I guess it is final season, huh?
Hmm.
Yeesh.
So it's gonna
All
take you a while. Um,
Yeah.
and like while you're stacking books, I need you to make a perception check.
Okay. That is a. Oh, it's cocked. One sec. Let me re-roll. Doo-doo. That is a 9.
Okay, you're stocking books for a while, and you hear people in the in the biblioplex, talking in hushed tones and things like that. And you could swear that you heard Harriet's voice, but then when you go to look for him, he's not there.
Uh, I think that Evan just out of habit shushes at the noise. Like, shh. It's one of the things he enjoys about his job, that he gets to shush people instead of being shushed for once.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I think he just looks around, doesn't see Harriet, and then goes back to stalking books.
As you're getting to the last cart of stalking, um, you see that there is a book, and it doesn't have any writing on the outside of it. You've never seen
Ooh.
this book before.
I think he'll open up like the front flap just to see if the information's like on the inside of like the book binding.
Okay. Normally, the books that belong to the biblioplex have like a um, an attachment to the front cover, like on the inside of the cover, that sort of has the who checked it out last and things like that. It does not have that little identification page of what the book is. It doesn't have any information. This just looks like a blank book. And you start flipping through the pages, and all of the pages are blank as well. But it's clearly a book and not a journal.
Huh. Can Evan run his fingers across the top to see if he can feel like any imprints on it at all, like from a printing process or anything?
Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. There's not like a physical indent. Um, you know how like when you write on a notepad and you take the go to the next page and there's like an indent. It doesn't have
Yeah.
that you can feel, but you can sense that there is something magical about this because it looks faded. If you weren't looking intricately at this book, you wouldn't notice. But it looks like it was written with disappearing ink and is in the process of disappearing.
I think I'll take it to Dresimir and ask him if he knows anything about it.
He adjusts his tiny glasses on his big minotaur face and takes the book from you. It's a good heft to it. He opens and flips through the book. Hmm. He takes it, open it to the sort of like the middle, being very careful, and brings it up to his snout and like takes a big inhale. Hmm. He then takes it and closes it like really loudly
Oh,
and uh goes, give me a moment. He pulls a tiny pearl out of his pocket and places it on the center of the book and puts his hand over it and begins to hum. Um, and make make an intelligence check.
oh, after how today is gone. It's not a saving throw, is it? Just a
No,
check.
just a check.
Ah, oh well.
It's not an incredibly high DC.
That is a 12. Oh no, it was a 9. Sorry, I read it upside down.
Okay. Um, You don't recognize what it is he's humming. You needed a 10.
Oh,
So
so close. I'll assume it's
close.
Mary Has a Little Lamb.
Yeah. Um, and so at the end, he's like, hmm, well, there was magic used on this book. Um, I couldn't find out what the book exactly was or is. It's not anything in our collection.
Can you
So
trace it back to whoever its owner is?
eventually I could do that, yes. It doesn't seem to
That,
be it doesn't seem to be very dangerous. If you want to look at it for a while, maybe you could figure it out.
okay, I can, but if anybody does come asking around about their book, can you just point them my way? I don't want to like accidentally take it from them.
Okay, yeah, I could do that. Um,
And you said it's like not cursed or anything, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, just double checking. I'm just, keeping a lookout.
Hmm.
Gotta stay safe. Am I right?
Yes, I would advocate for safety. Yeah,
See, I knew we would be on the same page. All right, I'm gonna go finish unloading those books for you, Drez.
yeah. Actually, and he sort of looks up to what would be like a big grandfather clock behind like the information desk. He goes, actually, you could nod off early if you'd like. You've been working very hard today. And I
Are you
do
sure?
know that you had a rough morning. So if you're more than
Water
welcome.
under the bridge. I had a good talk with Professor Nils about it. Actually, um, I think I'll finish it up. And do you have any books on incomancy?
Oh yes, yes I do. And he goes and he pulls out like this little box that has these index cards, and he fingers through them quickly and pulls out a couple. Here, you'll find them in the section, and basically this tiny card he gives you um, has a list of books and like where they're located in the biblioplex, so it's easier for you to find them.
Okay. I think that what Evan's gonna do is continue putting away the books from the cart, but if any of them take him near any of those incomancy books, he'll pick those up on his way.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So, you finish, you know, unloading the books that are in that cart, and you are able to find three books about inkomancy. Um, Basically, one talking about uh, the enchantment of ink, one talking about the enchantment of parchment paper, and then one talking about the enchantment of quills. And so you'll be able to sort of use those books to help you with the lessons that you're working
Perfect. And that's it. I'm gonna pass flying colors with those 50 pages.
on. You are you gonna head out early or are you gonna finish your shift?
I think that now that I've finished all the work, I'll check in with Dresimir and see if there's anything else he needs me to do. But if I'm good to go, then I'll go early.
Okay. Yeah, he's like, it's okay. We could take care of this tomorrow.
Alrighty, I'll be there.
I did see your friend heading towards the tavern.
Oh, which one?
Um, well, I'm not sure what his name was, but he's the mousy one.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I'll go ahead. I'll head that way then. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
All
Um,
right. Bye, guys.
bye. you head towards the tavern, and as you get closer, one moment. Um, you get closer to the tavern, and you hear like excitement happening. There's like whoops and cheers, and you hear tavern is open. Uh, there are three students like push past you with brightly colored hair, and they begin to sing jaunty tunes, and just seems like this the vibe of this whole crowd is just upbeat. And you overhear someone say, "I've heard they finally got some wizard gizzards machines in there. Uh, you have to come play with us." And the other one's like, "Oh yeah, of course I will." And they just kind of keep going past you. You do actually make a perception check.
Yeah, I think internally Evan's like, this is not Torin's scene at all. What the heck? Because that's who I'm assuming
Yes,
goes
that's
in your.
exactly who he's talking about. Yeah.
You said in perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 15.
15. That is enough because they're not being like secretive or anything. You see Torin with Cad, and they are holding hands, and Cad is sort of leading Torin to the tavern, and they both seem like they're all smiles. And uh, make an insight check on Torin.
Okay. That is a modded 24. I rolled really well.
Torin is googly eyes. He is very much infatuated. You can infer that this is some kind of date.
Ooh, okay. Then I think Evan's gonna head back to his dorm then and give those two their space.
Okay. Um. All right. You head back to your dorm for a little bit.
He is gonna talk about it with the others though as soon as he can.
And with that, that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Ooh, hot goss.
Yeah.
Hot, hot goss.